Are you still using a first-generation performance management framework? Are you not sure? Well, first, let us discuss what is exactly a first or second-generation performance management and measurement framework. We begin by defining some key concepts. First-generation performance management and measurement frameworks derive key performance indicators, or KPIs, from strategy. These include well-known and established frameworks, such as the Balanced Scorecard and EFQM excellence model. These first-generation frameworks have led organizations to increase the number and range of performance measure, but do not add the value that could be achieved. These frameworks have significant weaknesses in the way that these KPIs are identified, integrated, communicated, and acted upon within the organization. On the other hand, a second-generation performance management and measurement framework derives KPIs from stakeholder and organizational needs. This concept was developed by Andrew Jack when he observed the management and employee dissatisfaction with existing performance measurement and management frameworks. To address these issues, Andrew Jack developed the second-generation framework called value mapping. Value mapping focuses on driving true value for the organization by deriving measures tied to value drivers and value outcomes. Value drivers are things that drive value creation. Value outcomes are the desired outcomes for the stakeholders. The value mapping framework utilizes a pictorial way of integrating the most useful performance measures, which helps employees to reconnect themselves to their performance. It identifies the most important value required by the stakeholders and then develops a strategy to integrate it. Value mapping also focuses on effective communication and assets that can create greater value to drive performance. Take a look at this slide to see a detailed depiction of the value mapping process. From the value mapping process, we see there are 9 core components of this model. Value needs assessment, review of strategy and objectives, mapping and integration of objectives, predicted value outcome mapping, value drivers assessment, value driver mapping, measures development and refinement, communication, planning, and allocation of energy and resources, and, lastly, value outcome assessment and reporting value. All organizations should be value-focused. This is the basis to value mapping. The value mapping model is an approach to value creation that uses the language of value to identify and structure performance measures. Before we can review and develop our KPIs, we need to understand the value outcomes that we are trying to create, which are influenced by the needs of our stakeholders. Value mapping, specifically, helps management and employees reconnect with performance measures and performance management. Value mapping identifies the most important stakeholder needs and uses these to measure value outcomes, as well as to develop an integrated strategy. Value mapping approach also places great emphasis on the effective communication of the activities and assets that create value. The value drivers, and the measures of their performance. It is an approach that can help to structure the reporting of value for all people concerned in the success of the organization. Do you see the advantages to value mapping over conventional, first-generation performance management frameworks? Leave your thoughts in the comments. For more information, we have linked to a PowerPoint presentation that discusses value mapping in further depth in the video description below. Furthermore, in the video description, we have also included links to frameworks on all the key management concepts discussed in this video. If you are currently working on improving or transforming how your organization conducts performance management, take a look at our offering, called the Performance Management Stream. This is a collection of over 25 best practice frameworks on performance management, based on the thought leadership of leading consulting firms, academics, and recognized subject matter experts. Performance management, also known as strategic performance management, performance measurement, business performance management. Enterprise performance management, or corporate performance management, is a strategic management approach for monitoring how a business is performing. It describes the methodologies, metrics, processes, systems, and software that are used for monitoring and managing the business performance of an organization. As Peter Drucker famously said, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Having a structured and robust strategic performance management system, such as value mapping or the Balanced Scorecard, is critical to the sustainable success of any organization, and affects all areas of our organization. Again, We have included links to all management topics touched upon in this video in the video description. If you have any questions, please leave them as comments below. If you enjoy these types of videos on business frameworks, methodologies, and management models, then be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, check out Flevy.com directly for thousands of best practice business frameworks and tools. We regularly publish videos like this one across a multitude of management topics. From value creation to KPI strategies to objectives and key results.